everybody. So today I'm coming at you guys with another braid pattern video, and it's just it's another variation of a circular braid pattern. So as you can see, I started off by sectioning off the hair that would be left out. So it would be like the crown and the perimeter, and I did not leave anything out in the back. So I would suggest, if you get a client and they tell you how they want their hair to be, you know, maybe in advance, like the day before or something, do it on a mannequin first, the braid pattern, just to see the direction you want to go in. So when you get to the client, you can just do it. Okay? So that's what mannequins are for, so you can practice and come up with, you know, new styles and techniques and things like that. Okay. So the first thing I did, I created my anchor braid, and I sectioned off hair going this way and hair going this way. So starting here, I just sectioned off the hair to there, and I braided it and stopped, and then I did the same thing on this side, braided and stopped. Well, actually I started with this braid first, stopped, then I did this one and stopped right in the middle. And this side I crossed over this braid and brought it all the way around to here. Okay? And then I did the other side the same way. I finished the braid right here and brought it all the way around to here. Now, with the two hanging braids, of course, you would just match them up and then sew them into the braid pattern. But you would do that last. So this is what you're going to do first. Create your anchor braids and let them hang. Then, once you create the anchor braids, or once I created the anchor braids, I started right here. I sectioned off the hair and I just went around in a circle. And this is basically one braid going all the way around in a circle till you get to this. And that's it. You should have 3 braids. 1, 2, 3. Now please note that the mannequin's hair is totally different than the person's hair. So the person's hair might not be as long. You might have to add some weave to it, like Kanekalon hair or whatever, just to fill it out. Oftentimes stylists do that if the person's hair is kind of thin. Not too much, just a little bit, to fill out and make the braids fuller. You don't want to have really thin braids and then you kind of hitting the scalp and the braid ain't really strong enough. So you want to make sure, if the person has weak hair, you add synthetic Kanekalon hair to the actual person's base. So I'm just giving you an idea of another braid pattern you can do. And it's a basic braid pattern. It's people ask me all the time, can I do videos on a whole bunch of braid patterns? It's not a whole bunch. Like, I mean, it's all about being creative. So if you have an idea of how you want your braids to, how you want your tracks to lay, you might do a braid pattern that don't have nothing to do with going around in a circle. You might go across like that and then you just sew down the ends. It's all about you and your creative mind. I'm just giving you a direction to go in. And because once you get into this for a living or whatever hobby, you're going to come up with new innovative ways. There's tons of people on here who come up with different ways to do everything. So it's all about being creative. So basically, you should have 3 braids afterward. And like I said, you would just connect these and sew them into the braid pattern. And the same with this. You would just lay it flatly and just kind of sew it across the braids. And that's it. All I say is that you just want to make sure you create your anchor braids first. That's it. Because if you don't do that, then, you know, it might not close, the weave might not look right at the end. And then it's like, dang, how do I close this? And I done sewed all the hair down. So you want to make sure you at least have the end part right. So the anchor braid gives you a definite end to the whole process. And, you know, you go from there. So you want to make sure that this is tight. So when you do that last track, it seals off nicely and this hair covers it. And you also want to make sure you leave out enough hair, natural hair, for covering over the tracks. So this is another basic circular pattern that you could do. Very simple to create. Like I said, circular patterns are time consuming because you are constantly parting and braiding, stop, part, braid, stop. So you're constantly doing that. And it's like, I see a lot of people, they do like the back, straight back pattern because it's quick. But I'm showing you how to do stuff to get paid. So I'm not, if on your own hair, if you want to do straight backs and a net, fine. But when you got people paying you $300 for services plus hair or whatever the case may be, $150 to $200 for this, because this is time consuming. I know some people charge like $60, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous if you are licensed. The sew ends are time consuming, it's tiring. You're standing there for at least 3 hours because you gotta braid the person's head, sew the weave in, all of that stuff. And yeah, then the person might have a nasty attitude. So you're doing hard work. And for people who haven't actually delved into this, they just think they know, oh, that's easy. It ain't. The concept is easy, but the actual work is very labor rich, and you want to make sure you're ready for this. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Have any requests, leave those down below too. Please subscribe to this channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.